Hey everyone, this is PrinceBrightstar, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. So, hopefully this is going to be the last episode for the main scenario quest, based on the fact that we are into the level 78 quest. I'm expecting that's going to be the case. Once again, still don't know at what point I'm going to get locked out of the main scenario quest due to having not completed the role quest yet, but we will take care of those when the time comes. In the meantime, let's continue on with a breath of respite. Yeah, there's no point worrying about such things now. I'll get back to my calculations. You, meanwhile, should go and rest as your friend suggested. My wife and the XIV should be in the tavern. Why don't you join them? Oh, and Prince? Thank you. Into the tavern we go. The XIV? He went outside a moment ago, my dear. I would have thought you'd have seen him. He kept me company for a short while, but then he came over rather pale. He's clearly been straining himself, the poor thing. Anyway, he excused himself, saying that he needed a breath of fresh air. Weak as he looked, I did offer to go with him, but he assured me he would be fine. I do hope he's alright. Alright, and while we're in here, let's grab this one. You didn't happen to see a lone girl over at top rung, did you? It was her turn to keep an eye on the ladder, but she's well past due to return. No? I wonder what could have... The two of us were once bonded citizens, you see, and we were not treated well. But even after fleeing here to Amity, it seems our experience in Eulmore has left my friend distrustful of most other folk. I wouldn't be surprised to learn that she simply ran and hid when she saw you coming up the cliff. It wouldn't be the first time. I know it's a lot to ask, but do you think you could find her and calm her down? A soothing word from a stranger might go a long way towards rebuilding her confidence. Alright, let's see where the arc went. Somewhere down in this area, it looks like. Let's see if we can find him from here. The XIV does not appear to be nearby. Okay. Kind of a wide area we need to look over here. I get the feeling he might actually be at the tip of this thing here. Here he is.
The future is where my destiny awaits.
The future?
Forgive me, I was lost in a dream. I needed some fresh air and thought to rest for a moment. It would seem I am more fatigued than I realized. Too much time away from the tower, I fear. It drains me, leaves my body frail and weak.
You need me to bring you back?
Though, in truth, it is debatable whether I can still call this my body. When first I turned my mind towards the salvation of the world, I came to the conclusion that it would take many long years, many more than remain to me. And so I made myself one with the Crystal Tower, that I might live indefinitely. I am but an extension of it now, hence my weakness the farther I travel, and the longer I am away. It has been quite a journey. But thanks to you, the end is in sight. My wish will finally be fulfilled. How goes the construction effort?
Seems to be okay.
Then this may be the last moment we have to ourselves for a while. Come, sit with me. Tell me, when all of this is over, what will you do?
Probably seek to get the signs back to the source. It's not even an option here. Okay, then... I'll settle matters with the Empire.
Ah, yes. Even should we succeed in forestalling the 8th Umbral Calamity, the spectre of war will remain. But to declare your intent with such easy resolve, you truly are a hero's hero, my friend. But whatever it is you decide to do, I have every confidence that you will do well. For you have the strength to forge your own path. You will leave countless lives better than you found them, and the souls you touch will never forget your kindness. Then, in trying times, when you question your worth and your choices, they will raise their voices to remind you of the difference you have made. And thus will your deeds come to affirm your path. Remember this.
I would know more of you.
Of me? You mean what I intend to do afterwards? I once told you that there are things we can ill afford to lose. Things, I said. Though in truth, I spoke of a person. One who is unaware of the full extent of my plans. Though he deserves to know, I have good reason to keep my counsel. I have come to terms with this in my mind, yet my heart yearns to lay everything bare. For he is my inspiration, and I would give much and more for the chance to speak with him as friends, with no thought of concealment. Should he indulge me with his tales, I would regale him with my own about my efforts in Northrend, perhaps. Though, ultimately, that tale is more yours than it is mine. Then, I would ask him about his next adventure. And if he should wish me to be a part of it, oh, how happy it would make me. Together we would travel the lands and cross the seas and take to the skies upon the eternal wind. My heart swells simply to imagine it.
Did you know Ardbert?
But all of this is contingent upon our victory in the coming battle. The people of this world have entrusted their hopes to us. We cannot fail them. Nor those who roused me from my slumber.
Roused you from your
Thank you
slumber.
for your company, my friend. Let us return to Amity.
Well, that points me back towards Granatia again, then. Alright, let's make our way back to town. Let's see how construction goes. We'll pass that one up this time. At this point, I just want to focus on the story. Worry not, my friend. I am much revived for the fresh air. And your fine company, of course. Now then, let us turn our thoughts back to the task at hand. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace in the Source. Your Radiance, I have taken the liberty of quashing the vile rumors that your heir is possessed by a devil. With the nation in the grip of war, we may rely on patriotic zeal to prevent them from resurfacing. And what of Emmett Sulch? He has taken himself to the First, to usher that world to its end. Or so I believe. He did not disclose the details of his mission, having ever preferred to work alone. Even to those who have known him since the beginning, his actions can prove unpredictable. I am no stranger to his ways. He joys in playing me for a fool. Full many times have I been convinced I was acting of my own volition, only to discover all was as he willed it. My dear grandfather. On the subject of our esteemed colleague, his last report, though brief, did contain one item of interest. You have doubtless wondered why the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have not taken to the field of late. It is because they are no longer in the Source. The hero of the Scions has journeyed to the First, as have his comrades, albeit incompletely. Their bodies yet remain here in the Source. This presents an opportunity. If we can defeat the Alliance prior to the Scions' return, we may eliminate their order at a stroke. And with the Scions gone, none shall remain to thwart our plans. It will be but a matter of striking down the hero upon his homecoming. Which, lest you forget, is essential to the realization of our objective, or both of our objectives. Though Hydaelyn's meddling, through Hydaelyn's meddling, her champion threatened to wrest the reins of fate from our grasp. The world is at risk of being dragged down the false path, one which will never see man reclaim his true form. 'Tis unthinkable that he should supplant us, incomplete as he is. Such a devolution is aberrant, and it must be stopped before it is too late. The hour is come, your Radiance. Order your armies to march once more. Crush all who stand in your way. This is your heart's desire, is it not? To seize a victory that is yours and yours alone? For the future of all Garlemald. Oh dear, you do not wear the mummers motley well. I was never one to take an interest in tedious conflicts. There's the real Xenos. The whereabouts of my one true friend, however, they interest me greatly. I would hope the beasts of this first are providing him proper sport. I would know every detail, Lord Xenos. Or would you rather I called you Elidibus? Unexpected. Most unexpected. That immortality should be within the reach of one with a borrowed echo. You have outdone yourself, Xenos ye Galvus. I have no particular attachment to that name, but I am rather fond of that body. Without it, I cannot enjoy my hunt to the fullest. Your secrets or my flesh. I care not which you give me first. The choice is yours. Alright. Right, so, while the two of you were away, I received word that everything is in place, meaning we can proceed with awakening the Talos. Once we imbue the magic, it will stir itself and immediately carry out its designated function, namely taking Mount Gulg in its grasp. Prince, we may be certain that Vauthry will not look on in idleness as we beat a path to his front door. Once our plans are set in motion, there will be no turning back. So see to your preparations as meticulously as you may, and I will give the order to proceed as soon as you are ready. Alrighty. Give the word, and I will relay the order to awaken the Talos. Engage! Very well, let us begin.
Word from the Exarch. All is set on his side, and we may proceed when ready.
Well, we have sufficient stone for our needs.
Likewise, preparations for the imbuing have been made according to thine exacting instructions.
Then you need only say the word.
Let us begin. See that everyone is in position. We shall catch Vauthry, mountain and all.
Here it comes!
that is really cool. He looks kind of like Alexander. Except not mechanical.
Yes, yes! You've not lost your touch, you clever old bugger! Do you see what they're doing? If its hands are damaged, it won't be able to cling to the mountain. Oh, I knew this was a terrible idea.
Vauthry marshals the Eaters to his defense. This was only to be expected. We must try and draw as many of them down to the ground as possible. It may not be enough, but we have no other choice.
Let's do it.
Is that?
Such a heartless thing our sapling is. Cold and cruel and heartless.
Good to see you, Meol.
Summon us in times of need, we expressly said. Yet what should we find but the final battle joined without so much as a whisper of our name? Yes, we may also have said that we fae folk have no interest in the struggles of men. But if our adorable sapling had come crying to us for help, we would of course have flown to his aid. Of course we would. What are we to do with him? We are so very, very sad. You will play with us. Cheer us up again!
I think they're mad at me.
This I did not expect, but I will gladly accept their help. I will send word to Y'shtola and the others. Join them at the foot of Mount Gulg and be ready to make the ascent.
Alright, so proceeding onward. It's a shame the thing couldn't drag the thing down to the ground to make this even easier, but I guess we'll have to make do. Everyone is here. Good. The Talos has taken hold of the mountain. As planned, we will use its body as a bridge to reach Vauthry's sanctuary. The Sin Eaters will make us work for every yalm, of course. But we will carve a path through their ranks, and meet with their master regardless. Last one there's a rotten egg. Mount Gulg now accessible. Which means we have to construct another party. So let's see what we got. So of course we can't take Thancred.
My strength is yours.
Alphino, Alisei, and your Stola. Let's do it. And off we go.
So it is you. You will not defile my new paradise.
So much for a nice welcome. Oh, nice job there, Talos.
Away with you!
Alright, let's go. It's so nice having that as instant cast. Being stuck to the ground was annoying. Should be a boss coming up after this group. Or not. We've actually got 5 sets of creatures here. Maybe it'll just be the one boss at the end. Thank you, Talos. Oh no, here we have a boss. Okay.
the show!
Thalia, protect me! Leave the healing to me.
I get it. They point to where they're going to come out. Almost have them down. And there we go, first boss down.
Away with you!
Nothing too special about that group. Let's see how the rest of this goes. Oh hey, we're actually starting to reach up to where the temple actually is for Lord Vauthry.
Scurrying about my domain like insects! I will not suffer it!
A wall? Okay. Looks like we're getting close. Alright, what can this combo do?
Filthy creatures!
Ah, there's a wall behind them. You know what? I'm having a little trouble seeing the AoE lines against the white here. Let me try something real quick. Yep, that's about the same. And that's about the same as well. That's unfortunate.
Let's hold back.
It looks like we got another wall here. Okay, I'm assuming this represents the tiles. Yes, it does. Who'd have thought it? I'm fighting a Rubik's Cube. so this has gotten a little more complicated than just a Rubik's Cube. %to go. And down it goes.
Righteousness! And righteousness will prevail!
What is this, someplace by MC Escher?
Can't you do anything by yourself?
You're letting me get pretty low there, Alphado.
Very well. If you will not be discouraged.
Well now, aren't you familiar?
Leave the healing to me.
Ah, now that's a shame. Your own creature made a path for me. Let's do it!
Stop them, damn you! I don't care what it takes!
Not really sure what hit me there. here come those marionettes again.
There'll be nothing left of you but a smoking crater!
Good time to use that.
Leave the healing to me.
And down they go! And we've hit level 80 as well. And we've learned Comforter. Alright, moving on.
The end is near, my friends. We have found Vauthry's hiding place.
Unrepentant villains! Will you not be satisfied until you have brought disaster down upon your own heads? By your wickedness, you stand to gain naught but ceaseless Had you only entrusted fate to me, there would have been peace for all. You could have lived bliss in my eternal paradise, free from the burdens of conscience and purpose.
Peace assumes many forms, and I do not doubt that you considered yours well worth the cost. I was even prepared to believe that the end might justify the means. Ignorant as I was, I had hoped that you might mend your ways and join hands with us, that we might strive together for the happiness of all. But no more. Your actions cannot be reconciled with your words. Peace for all, you say? Yet when you were threatened, your first act was to sacrifice your own people in order to save yourself. If your paradise can be rebuilt so long as you alone survive, it exists not for the people. It exists solely for your twisted pleasure.
Hear me, Vauthry. The people won't submit to your will, for we each have our own. I made a promise to a noble soul, a woman who saw fit to entrust me with her legacy, and I mean to keep it. Everyone who stands with us has something precious, something that they cherish and would die to protect. They know their own hearts. They know what they want for this world. And and by lending their strength to our cause, they have spoken. No matter how hard you may try to bend the world to your will, we will never yield!
Silence! Not another word! You presume to lecture me. Insolent worms. You will learn your place. With my true powers awakened, I will expunge you like the filth you are. Your demise will serve as a reminder to all that I am the zenith of mankind and sin-eater both, chosen to rule over creation by right of transcendence. My very existence is virtuous. I am perfect, immaculate.
He seems disinclined to grant us an audience.
Find Vauthry. We will hold the Eaters here. Come! Let's finish this!
Alright, the Crown of the Immaculate is now available. Now, as of right now, there is a very large amount of external noise happening outside of my home. I'm going to give this a couple of minutes while we wait for the queue to see if this calms down at all here. It looks like we have a 14-minute wait here, unfortunately. Alright, while we're waiting here, let's make our way back to Kalusia. Let's see if we can find some of those aether currents while we're waiting here. Alright, here's one up here. Here's the next one. Looks like the rest of them are going to be at the bottom of the ladder. Alright, while we're waiting here for the queue, I'm also going to take a quick little break myself here, so please stand by. Okay, so I've ascertained at this point that there's some kind of a pump running that's affecting another home, and that's basically what this noise is. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut the stream short here, since this basically makes things unpresentable here. I will try to start this back up once the noise has subsided, but for right now, I cannot proceed with the show. So, thank you for joining me today. This is PrinceBrightstar signing off. I'll catch you next time.